Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna at my boyfriend's house. I'm gonna be actually staying at my boyfriend's house for a month, just by myself. And I will make a video about that. But this is not the video. This video is about my glow up journey and my thoughts on glowing up. Just my general process of learning to love myself, because I did not like myself for a really long time. I still struggle with it, but I'm getting better at it, and I feel like I've really gotten to a point where I feel pretty confident in myself and my ability to be okay with not being perfect, or like not looking a certain way of what I perceive to be like perfect, I guess. I don't know. And it's funny because I really don't feel all that cute right now. I feel like in a week I'm gonna watch back this video and be like, I was so cute. Like, what was I even thinking? I hated myself for a really long time, and I hit this point in 2020 where I was just like, I need to become the best version of myself, because like what I'm doing right now is not working. And then I just kept going and doing that, and like learning to love myself, and like just really trying and experimenting, and just like being fucking messy but trying to find myself. Just being in my 20s. I'm 28 now, which means I know everything on the entire planet. I have so much life experience because I'm 28. Taking the steps to make any kind of change can feel so scary, and you'll be working towards something for so long. Okay, hear me out. When your manifestations are coming, you get really scared, and things that you were doing before to work towards this goal all of a sudden become really scary, and you kind of start taking baby steps, and then you feel like you're never going to reach the goal that you have in mind, and you're so scared, and you just feel like you're gonna like tumble off the side of a mountain or like fall off the tightrope or something. But I just feel like you're about to metamorphosize. You're breaking out of your cocoon, no matter how long it takes. It's a process. It's a journey. I'm gonna go through everything that I did to glow up from 2020 onwards. Skincare, hair care, diet, exercise, my relationship with all of these things, my mental health, the way I speak to myself, all plays a role. So I used to have really, really bad acne. Like starting from like the age of 12 all the way up to, I want to say like 25. I just had acne all over my face, all over my forehead, all over my chest, all on my arms and down my back. Like, it was awful. It was awful. And it would get like painful sometimes, because there'd just like be clusters of like pimples and zits. It was so hard to deal with, and I didn't have a good skincare routine. No one in my life really knew how to do skincare, so none of us really knew what to even like, how to like, we were like, we don't know. We didn't have skincare back then the way that we have it now. Like, it wasn't so widely known. I got the, if you know, you know. I did use Sea Breeze, and I can still smell it. And then I used the Neutrogena bursting, beads, like the apricot scrub, everything. I did everything to my skin. And my mom did take me to a dermatologist when I was like 16, and she gave me the 2 major active ingredients that are found in, I can't remember what it's called. It's so funny because there's this really popular acne medication that when I was a teenager, that everyone would always get ads for, and my acne was so bad that when I would walk down the hall at school, like people would, oh, it's Proactive. They'd yell out to me and be like, you should get Proactive. Do you have any Proactive? Hey, Proactive. Like, doesn't make any sense, but 14-year-olds, they're just mean. So they would shout things like that at me. But when I was 16, my dermatologist gave me the 2 active ingredients from Proactive, and that actually helped a lot. But the issue is I hated myself. I did not fucking care about myself in the slightest. I was so insecure from years of trauma and bullying, and just like, abuse, just a lot of things, outside forces just coming at me and making me feel like, and I had religious trauma, so it's just like I just hated myself. And I just kind of thought that the way that I felt was how everybody felt all the time, and like that's just how it was, and you just have to deal with it. And when I found out that's not actually how it is, it was like, what? But I wasn't like so far into my 20s by the time I figured that out. I wish that I had figured it out earlier, because it's like there was no reason for me to hate myself that much. You know, as a child, as an early adult, there's no reason. But I did. Like, I wish I didn't hate myself that much. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I didn't care about myself. Like, of course, I'm not gonna do things like have my skincare routine because I didn't know how to love myself in that way. And so that's why self-care and being confident and attractive is a balance of like how you take care of yourself physically and how you take care of yourself mentally. Because if I'm doing a several step skincare routine, but the entire time I'm thinking to myself like, I'm so fucking ugly, like I'm disgusting, I'm so horrible to look at, if that's what I'm thinking while I'm washing my face, I'm not gonna want to wash my face. Because then I feel like, what's the point? If I'm so ugly and disgusting and there's no reason for me to wash my face, then like this is just how I am. But I didn't want to accept that, which is why, like, even when I didn't think I was working towards the goal of like learning to love myself, I was always working towards that, because like just subconsciously there was some part of me that believed that I deserved better. And that's why I kept picking up and getting back on the horse no matter how many times I fell off. Skincare routine. Shout out to my friend Vicky, because she actually is the one that helped me so much on my skincare journey, and honestly is one of the biggest reasons why I no longer have adult acne. I break out a little bit here and there, as you can see. It's been the holidays. I haven't been taking as good care of my skin, and I've been eating like shit. Womp womp. But yeah, this is usually the worst that it gets, which is crazy to me, because if you came to me when I was 21 and told me that my skin would look like this, like that version of me would freak out and be so excited. And it was a combination of things that made my skin clear up. So one of them was liquid chlorophyll, drinking that every single day, just adding a little bit to my daily water bottle. I remember it was trending for a little bit, like 2 years ago, because it's supposed to help with inflammation, but it was like trendy at the time because people thought of it like a diet supplement that would make you super skinny or something. But it's anti-inflammatory, which helps with acne. So I would drink that every day. I don't really do it as often anymore, but back when I was really, really working on my skin, I would drink some of it in my water every day. The other thing that's kind of unconventional that I don't really see people talking about a lot is I used Head and Shoulders dandruff shampoo, because that's antifungal, I guess. I don't know. I watched another YouTube video about this, of this other lady that had acne, but it worked. I used it mainly on my, I wouldn't really use it on my face, but I would use it on my back and shoulders. That made my acne go away. I don't really use any other soap on my back except for CeraVe, which I now use on my face. Once my skin got clearer and I didn't have these horrible like breakouts just completely covering my body, I stopped with the Head and Shoulders and I stopped with the liquid chlorophyll, because I didn't really need that heavy duty of help anymore. But that was such a major factor in me getting my skin clear. On my back, my acne, it made my acne go away, and it made my shoulder acne go away. It was crazy. Red chemical peel mask from The Ordinary. I would do that every other week on my chest, my back, my face, and sometimes even my thighs. I would get acne down there too. I would get like body acne. I'm telling you guys, I had such bad acne. Like my skin is so sensitive, and I just really didn't know how to take care of it. Like mud mask helped with my body acne, and then like just any kind of face mask that I could get my hands on. And I would do a face mask 1 to 2 times a week, and that helped. Now I still do face masks like every few days just because I like it and it makes my skin so soft. But mostly I just use CeraVe now. Their moisturizer, I use their like day moisturizer and the Holy Grail Aquaphor, and sunscreen. Always use sunscreen, even when it's cloudy outside. And that's really it for my skincare. When I really need it heavy duty, I will do like the apple cider vinegar face like mud mask that everybody uses, or I'll do a chemical peel. If sometimes I'm lazy, so I'll take my makeup off, but I won't wash my face. Like I'll use makeup remover, but I won't wash my face till the next morning because I'm being lazy. I'm sorry, if I come home at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll give myself a pass and be like, I'll wash my face in the morning. Sometimes I wash my face, sometimes I don't come for me. If I do that, then I'll use Paula's Choice like exfoliator, chemical exfoliator the next day to get really like into my pores and like really clean them out. And that's it for skincare. For hair care, shampoo, I did like K12. I had it for a really long time and I really liked it for my hair. Find out what porosity your hair is, and then investigate some research on hair care for that specific type of hair. What I do personally is I box dye in black because I prefer black hair on myself. Any of their hair gloss, any of I think I use the Wonder 8 right now. I wanted the popular one that everybody's getting, but it wasn't in store, so I got the Wonder 8 water. It works fine. I do that like once a week or so when I remember, and then any other time I really just make sure to use like a leave-in conditioner. Right now my hair is kind of messy because I tried to do a blowout. I don't know how to do blowouts yet. I also kind of cut my bangs. I did not mean to cut them so short, but I did do that, and that's just how it is. So my hair's up right now. I'm learning how to do blowouts on myself because I think it's really cute. It's really cute. I don't really do any hair oiling. I personally wash my hair like every 2 days. Every other day. I do every other day, but my hair got really dry, so my hair gets greasy really fast. And ever since I was 14, I haven't washed my hair every day. I would do it every couple days. But then it got to the point where I was washing it like once a week and my scalp just could not take it because I have extremely thick hair. So now I do like every other day, every 2 days. Every 2 days, every other day if I have like something going on. Yeah, and then like with my mental health, honestly, I had to learn how to like gentle parent myself. I had to learn how to speak nicely to myself, like, and I have to like be lenient with myself and be understanding, where it's like, okay, I'll take my makeup off tonight, but I'm not gonna wash my face. I'll do it in the morning. Like honestly, like every once in a while, it's fine. At the end of the day, it's more of like, get it done. Even if it's not perfect, just get her done. Just use the just get the fucking makeup remover and wipe it off your face and then go to bed. That's good enough. Good enough is better than not at all. I struggle with hygiene in general, okay? Listen to me, it's taken me many years for me to get to the point where I can like have a strong hygiene routine. Sorry y'all, I was depressed and hated myself. Like I hope nobody comes for me because I was kind of disgusting, and I can understand that it was because I was depressed and hated myself and like was traumatized and hadn't worked through anything yet, and I just flat out and genuinely did not know how to take care of myself. I've struggled with hygiene my whole life. I don't know why. Maybe because of my trauma, maybe because of my ADHD. I don't know, but that was my personal struggle, was hygiene. So I have to be lenient with myself and I have to be kind to myself and be like, okay, sometimes flossing and brushing and mouthwash is just, and like tongue scraping just feels like a lot because I'm exhausted and maybe like I'm having a bad day. So in order to get myself started, I have to be gentle with myself and be like, okay, well then tonight all you have to do is brush your teeth, but like you gotta brush your teeth. Like if you don't want to do the full thing, then just at least do the bare minimum. Like just at least get it done, you know? And at first, that's all it was. It's like, okay, fine, I just brushed my teeth. And then, oh, tonight I actually do have a little energy. And so then once a week, I would floss. Once a month, I would floss. And I don't care if people think that's disgusting. At least I was trying, you know? And slowly it got to the point where I was flossing every day. But that would have never started had I not the very first time that I tried was gentle and lenient with myself and was just like, well, let's just try it tonight. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be every night. I understand if you don't have the energy for it tonight, but like, you know. And now, even when I don't want to floss and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed, I'm so comfy, I just want to lay in bed, I don't want to brush my teeth, I don't want to floss, I don't want to do blah, 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 whatever. I'll get up, and by the time I'm in front of the bathroom sink, I'm flossing, I'm scraping, I'm brushing, I'm mouthwashing. And it just is like, sometimes showing up is the hardest part, and so you have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to like be nice. Literally, just be nice to yourself. The other thing that I did struggle with on this journey was thinking that any of the things that I did would end up being a cure-all. That is something that knocked me off my path so many times, was literally just a form of perfectionism. Because that's what it is. Thinking that I need some kind of cure-all, it has to be 100%, like I'm gonna make this thing go away. My depression, my anxiety, my mental health, my ADHD, those things are never gonna go away. There's just only how to manage it. And at first, whatever it is that you're struggling with feels like it's a big boulder. It's not a rock, it's a boulder. But the more you kick it around and like work and chip away at it, eventually it becomes a rock. Unfortunately, you have to carry the rock for the rest of your life, but at least now it's a rock. It's way easier to carry than a boulder. Even when there's times that it grows into like a bigger rock, more practice that you have doing these routines, the easier it is to prevent it from getting into a boulder and keeping it at like a manageable size. So, and it's literally, it just comes with practice. My negative thoughts of you're so ugly, you're disgusting, you're not worthy of these things, those thoughts never go away. But what I did learn is that it's easy to talk to them and to love them. You know, when those thoughts come up, it becomes easier and easier to just be like, hey, something positive. Or like sometimes you just need a hug and you just give yourself a hug. Like, it's not about making these thoughts go away. It's about learning to live with it. Something that helped me with that is envisioning all of these thoughts as 8-year-old me. So then I'm not so mean back to myself, if that makes any sense. I feel like it makes sense. It's like, instead of having these negative thoughts and spiraling into them or fighting them and like being mean back, because at the end of the day, like, I'm just being mean to myself. If I'm having a mean thought and I respond to it with a mean thought, it's only me. It's just me being mean to myself. So I started being nice to the negative thoughts and envisioning it as like, this is 8-year-old me expressing discomfort or frustration or some kind of insecurity, and all I can do is hold little child me and just try to be understanding and try to be loving. Because if your 8-year-old came to you and was like, mom, father, papa, mama, whatever, grandma, like grandma, mama, Grammy, if an 8-year-old comes to you and is like, I'm ugly, you're not gonna look at them and go, yeah, well, you're fucking disgusting. Like, yeah, you're so fucking ugly, you don't deserve anything, right? You're not gonna do that. You're gonna be like, what? No, like, you're so beautiful. Like, oh, you have beautiful hair, or your personality is so loving. Like, you light up a room when people are around you, you know? So that's what I do to help my mental health. And it's really just, it's a balance of finding the products that work for you. You don't need to change yourself for the product. You have to find a product that works for you, and you need to find a routine for yourself that is easy for you. Because the easier you can get certain things in your life and get them to the point where it's on autopilot, the easier it'll be to get these tasks accomplished when you're having a bad time. Maybe something like some major life event happened. Maybe you're really stressed because of work or family or friends or relationship. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you're going through a depressive episode. Whatever it is that you're going through, keeping like healthy habits to take care of yourself becomes so much easier when they become autopilot. Way to get those things onto autopilot is when you're in a good state of mind, doing the things and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing, so then when you get to these low points, then it's easier to get out of them, or at least to hold yourself through them. And if you're currently in a bad place, you don't know how to get out of it, and you haven't been in a place where you've practiced healthier, loving habits and thought processes and stuff, start with one. You don't, every time you're like, I'm gonna fix my life and I'm gonna crawl out of this depression and I'm gonna make everything better. I'm gonna go to the gym every single day this week. I'm gonna clean my room. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna brush my teeth. Whatever it is, we listen and we don't judge, right? So it's like, if you're at that point in your life where you're like, I'm in the hole. I haven't even gotten out of the hole. Start with one. Start with the bare minimum. The absolute bare minimum. You only have barely enough energy, like you can't even like leave your room. Okay, well, make your bed. Even if that means like being like me, like I used to keep all of my laundry and like just things would pile up on my bed. Okay, well, throw it all on the fucking floor. If there's stuff all over your floor anyway, just throw it on the floor and make your bed. Deal with the laundry tomorrow. Make your bed and then put the laundry back where it was. But make your bed. Brush your teeth. You didn't shower today? Okay, well, you brushed your teeth. You can shower tomorrow. You know, like, that's literally how you get started. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. That was just something that I struggled with personally for so long, was literally feeling like I'm gonna clean my room, so I have to deep clean my room out of this depression mess, which means I have to take all the trash out, I have to sweep, I have to mop, I have to do all of my laundry, I have to, like, you know, and so then it became this big giant task that ended up making a bigger mess, and then I'd get even more overwhelmed, and then I would get so exhausted that I would burn out super fast. So that's the other thing. Like, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So if today all you can do is make your bed, that's all you can do, and that's fine. Tomorrow you can do one more task. Or if you're so depressed, because that happens, where it's like, all I can do this week, this month, is make my bed. Okay, that's something. You made your bed once a week. You made your bed. You brushed your teeth. Wash your face. Like, whatever it is that you're struggling with, just like get one part of it done. You don't go to the gym and immediately pick up a 50-pound weight and then get mad at yourself for not being able to carry that 50-pound weight or do it the next day. You start with 5 pounds. You start with 2 pounds. And then you build up. And then even if you take a break and you have to go back down to 2 pounds, going from 2 pounds to 10 pounds is going to be way easier than the first time you did it. Anyway, that's my TED Talk.